The last level of listening is empathetic listening. Is listening to truly understand the person and where she is coming from. You are attempting to see the situation through their eyes, from their point of view. You are listening with your ears, but you're also listening with your eyes. You're listening with your heart. Did you know that when you communicate, only 7% of what you communicate comes from the actual words you say? Did you know that? So what people get from you, only 7% of it are the words that you say. 38% of it is the tone of voice, and 55% of it is body language, is nonverbal communication. This is why, ladies, you cannot listen to your husband and watch TV, because you're missing over half of what he is saying. Because 55% of it ain't even coming out of his mouth. You can hear him clearly and still miss over half of what he's saying. You're missing a lot because you're watching McDreamy and McSteamy, and your husband is trying to talk to you. I just want to say that this intrigued me because I like words. Sometimes I consider myself a wordsmith. I like to put words together and make them sing. And so I felt like I was wasting my time, though, because 93% of what people get from me isn't coming from my mouth. Have you ever had a conversation and you tried your best to pick the right words, and you carefully picked them out and you said them and you still got a negative response? Like, I'll say something to my husband and he'd just be like, ugh. And I'm like, what's the problem? I only said dot, 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 dot. And his response is, it's not what you said. It's how you say it. The words don't communicate nearly as much as you do. Take the words, we need to talk. If somebody walks up to you and they're like, oh, we need to talk. Or they could be like, we need to talk. Words are the same, but you got a totally different message. Baby, you gonna love me forever? Yes, right. Or baby, you gonna love me forever? Yeah, right. The words are the same. The thing that is different is the body language, the tone of voice. And so when you are trying to understand somebody, when you are trying to listen, you have got to go beyond just hearing what is being said. You have to go past the words. You've got to read the eyes and the hands and the feet and listen to the voice and the heart and the feeling behind all that is being said. You have to try to completely understand where she is coming from or where he is coming from. You are seeking to understand. And once you have an understanding, once you have taken the time to listen, then you can speak. Quick to listen, slow to speak. It may be slow, but you still get to speak. But it is after you have taken your time, because listening up paves the way for speaking up. Once you have listened, the person you are talking to is now ready to listen to you. When they get the feeling that you have really sought to know their heart and you have really sought to understand them, they may not agree with everything you say, but they are willing to listen and hear and understand. They're in a better position to hear what you have to say. And so we're slow to speak. One, so that we can take the time to listen. We're slow to speak so that we can hear a matter and gain understanding. No sense in giving a solution without first diagnosing the problem. And then we are slow to speak so we can think about how to say what we're going to say. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 28 says, "The heart of the righteous studies how to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours forth evil." Taking time to think before you speak, studying how to answer, crafting your words, but also preparing and spending time figuring out how to say it. And ladies, we have to do this a little more than men. Because we say our words and we carefully craft them, but we ain't got the eyes in check, and we ain't got the neck in check, and we ain't got the fingers in check. And so that all the preparing we did for them couple of words went out the window with all of this. And so we have to not only craft what we're going to say, we have to think about and properly execute how we are going to say it. And when we decide how we're going to say it nicely. Hello, somebody. The Bible says, speak the truth in love. The Bible also says, from the sweetness of lips. The sweetness of lips increases understanding. The sweetness of lips increases learning. There is a nice way to say any and everything. I am tired of folk talking about, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. No, you're keeping it rude. And that's not really acceptable. We have to be nice. Nowhere are we commanded to keep it real. We are commanded to speak the truth in love. Proverbs 16:23, the heart of the wise teaches his mouth and adds learning to his lips. We are supposed to teach our mouths how to respond to people. You learn how to say things in a nice and positive way. And when you do, you will see drastic results in the way people respond to you.